Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamualaikum. This is Musarat and you are watching 5 W's of English Literature. Dear viewers, today's video is about William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet and actor of 16th century. Shakespeare's era was Elizabethan, Jacobean. Shakespeare belongs to the movement of English Renaissance. William Shakespeare is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language, the world's greatest dramatist. These are titles of William Shakespeare: England's national poet, the Bard of Avon, or the Bard or Swan of Avon. Life synopsis of William Shakespeare. Date of birth 23rd April 1564. Shakespeare's exact birth date remains unknown. The scholars have conjectured this date of birth from the era's convention of baptizing newborns on their third day, because Shakespeare was baptized on 26th April 1564. Baptized place Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-upon-Avon. Birthplace Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire, England. Located about 100 miles northwest of London. In the times of Shakespeare, Stratford-upon-Avon was a market town along the river Avon. Date of death 23rd April 1616, Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire, England. Shakespeare died on his 52nd birthday, April 23rd, 1616. But some scholars believe this is a myth. Age 52. Resting place Church of the Holy Trinity, Stratford-upon-Avon. Parents of William Shakespeare. Father John Shakespeare. Father's occupation. Shakespeare's father was a leather merchant and a glove maker. John Shakespeare, the son of a tenant farmer, arrived in Stratford-upon-Avon in 1551 and started various trades, selling leather goods, wool, malt and corn. But before Shakespeare's birth, his father held official positions as alderman and bailiff. Mother Mary Auden, the daughter of an aristocratic farmer. Shakespeare's parents were probably illiterate. John and Mary Shakespeare never learned to read or write. Siblings. Shakespeare was his mother's third child, but the first to survive infancy. Shakespeare had two older sisters, John and Judith, and three younger brothers, Gilbert, Richard, and Edmund. Wife. On November 28, 1582, in Worcester, in Canterbury Province, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway, daughter of a local farmer. Hathaway was from Shortry, a small village a mile west of Stratford. At the time of marriage, Shakespeare was 18 and Anne was 26. Little is known about their relationship. Besides that, they often lived apart and he only bequeathed her his second best bed in his will. Children of William Shakespeare. 6 months after the marriage, Anne gave birth to a daughter, Susanna. baptized 26th May 1583. 2 years later, she gave birth to twins, son Hamnet, daughter Judith. Baptized 2nd February 1585. Hamnet died of unknown causes at the age of 11 and was buried 11 August 1596. His wife and their 2 children, Susanna and Judith, are also thought to have been illiterate. Works of William Shakespeare. Shakespeare's plays have been translated into every major living language and are performed more often than those of any other playwright. They also continue to be studied and reinterpreted. Shakespeare's works consist of some 37 plays, 154 sonnets, 3 long narrative poems, and a few other verses, some of uncertain authorship. Shakespeare produced most of his known works between 1589 and 1613. His early plays were primarily comedies and histories. In the last phase of his life, he wrote tragedies and tragicomedies, also known as romances, and collaborated with other playwrights. Shakespeare's writings have been celebrated for more than 400 years. Many of Shakespeare's plays were published in his lifetime. However, in 1623, 2 fellow actors and friends of Shakespeare's, John Hemmings and Henry Condell, published a more definitive text known as the First Folio. It was a posthumous collection of Shakespeare's dramatic works. First Folio included all but 2 of his plays. It was prefaced with a poem by Ben Jonson, in which Jonson hailed Shakespeare in a now famous quote as not of an age but for all time, and the prophecy of his great contemporary, the poet and dramatist Ben Jonson, has been fulfilled. Dear viewers, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel, give your comment, like and share my video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.